Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Hey, you stole my line.
Okay, you shit.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
You
It's fine.
sure?
Yeah, you became your motherfucker. There we go.
Interstellar. Right. Bruce Willis laid the
John
smack down.
McClane.
John McClane, right? But is this on par with the first three?
This was the.
4.0.
This isn't almost Samuel Jackson's the third one. Isn't it?
Is that the one you wanted to review?
No.
Well, we can review that later.
Fourth one.
Bit weird to watch 4 and not review the first 3. Well, we'll review the first 3. Don't know when.
I like this
might
one.
rewatch them in like a year's time, then review them.
Let's start from. No, there's 5 stuff. Never mind, I'll find
Someone like you. You know what though? I feel like for like a modern take on Die Hard.
I thought they'd done it perfectly.
Yeah. It just shows you how much the world changed though from the 90s to the 2000s.
I know.
Albeit it is 12 years and a lot happens from 12 years, but 2008, or no, 2010 to now,
Yeah.
like, I mean obviously stuff's happened, but it's basically the same world, but here, you can just see how much heavily dominated the world is by technology in
I know.
2007 compared to the mid-90s.
I know, exactly.
Because in the mid-90s, like, I mean, he's using these kids' games and like they're using the phone and all, and like,
Yeah.
it's so old school. Here, like, it's basically the whole world is dominated by technology, and that is basically the premise of this movie, where the hackers take down America's
America!
electricity, security systems, all that. But during this, all the hackers that were basically auditioned to do this are being wiped out, so there's no trace of this anywhere. And Bruce Willis is sent to the guys who's Justin Long played his character's name. What the fuck is his character's name?
Who's?
No, the kid he's with, the
Pharaoh
hacker.
or something?
Pharaoh, something like
Pharaoh,
that. But before that, we get like a scene. It was kind of just to introduce you to John McClane's daughter, but it was weird.
I know.
It's like John's just sitting watching his daughter kissing this guy in a car,
I know.
and then he could probably see that the guy's wanting more, and he's just sitting there watching it. It's just very fucking weird, John.
But he stepped in then, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's like, no, you don't. That's mine.
It was funny, and then she's like, "I'm not McClane. I'm Gennaro."
I know. But when she's in danger and nearly like a life-threatening situation, she's like, it's McClane. Fuck off.
I just feel like that's most movies, though. They just paint the mum to be pathetic. And
You're
the, and
McClane
the,
when
and
you
the
know your
dad.
dad's the only way you're gonna survive this.
See, to be honest, right, I don't care what your dad's done to you at this point. At this stage, it doesn't even seem that much. Look at what he's done in his life.
Why does she not like him? That's what I don't understand.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What reason could she have to not like him?
Maybe loving the job too much,
Right.
but still, you
First movie, he saves everyone in the building.
Yeah.
Practically, including the mother.
Yeah.
Right. Second movie does the same again. Wipes out a
Yeah.
fucking terrorist, airport full of terrorists.
Yep.
And then the third movie, alright, he doesn't really save anyone in particular.
Yeah.
But he basically saves America from becoming bankrupt.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's on the DLA.
I know.
And he's
I
a
know.
bum, and you're entitled to think he's a waster. Even if you
I
think he's a dickhead, you got to respect the guy.
I
And she
know.
clearly shows no respect to him.
You could argue that it's just for the storyline, but you didn't even have to do that. You could have had him having a good relationship with his daughter, and then him caring to go save her. You know what I mean? You didn't have to hit him at the start.
Or
so
fall
it's just a
out
bit
over something
unnecessary.
else.
Yeah.
I think she's just treating him like a dickhead. And,
Yeah.
then, and then the guy's like, women, huh? And he just
Yeah.
looks at him. He should have fucking knocked him
I
out.
know.
Stuck a head through him, was baldy dumb.
I
What do you
know.
make of his hair on this? He's lost it all. Does he suit it better?
I think he suits it better. Yeah.
But I think in the third one he suited it because
Mm,
he was like, they were kind of going for the alcoholic gimmick.
yeah.
And he had
yeah.
the
We
receding
get,
hairline.
rough looking.
Yeah, we better have a beard. I got a bad fucking headache. Big fucking
What does
Boris.
he ask for?
Aspirin.
Aspirin. Aspirin hen.
You got any aspirin? I've had a bad fucking headache all
Speaking
day.
American.
It's your
version
lucky
of
day,
aspirin.
Johnny boy. Aspirin? Aspirin's a town. It was in Dumb and Dumber, remember?
Oh.
Did they go to
yeah.
aspirin?
No.
Do you not?
The nose time.
Point is, right, he goes
Every day's a school day.
to Justin's apartment, Justin Long's apartment, even though that's the actor's name. And you liked the scene where he used the fire extinguisher, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah,
I
you-
did. Oh yes, I did. I did like that.
You know what? It was very action packed, but
Impression.
you know what? It was realistic. Like, usually in these up to date movies, it's so unrealistic. They'll fly.
CGI.
They'll like fly through brick walls.
Yeah, I know.
And stuff. I mean, he manages to like get him back to Washington, and then at this point, he's like, "It's a fire sale." We find out what the hackers do, and we get introduced to the hackers. They're a bunch of geeks, a Chinese woman, and then the main man.
Yeah.
And his right hand man, who kind of looks like Israeli or something, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
Looks like a proper tough guy. Then they show like Washington blowing up, the White House. You didn't know what the White House was. In my defence,
It must have changed since then, because that is not what the White House looks like now.
it is.
The big dome, the circular dome, it doesn't have that.
It does.
Does it?
Where have you been?
Not America.
What? It's that massive long road, and that's it there.
The White House does not look like that.
It does.
That looks like a crematorium or something.
No, I'm not saying that's the exact White House they used, but it probably is. When they blew it up, it couldn't have been. It would have been like a 3D model that the hackers used. Yeah, I know, obviously, but you get my point.
I get your point.
You get my point. Then they check if it's blown up, and then, oh no, they're gonna use the electricity and the
Don't you think you would have heard it, like?
You know, exactly. And then they go to West Virginia. And then that's when we get the fight scene between him and the Chinese woman. He kind of gets his ass kicked here, Jen. You were thinking, why is this guy getting his ass kicked?
I know.
But then he rams an SUV up her ass.
That's
Bit
really
unrealistic how
downhill.
she survived the initial hit.
I know.
Like, I think she could survive it, but I think the fact that she's even got...
Yeah, but you'd be ripped in half.
Maybe not ripped in half, but I think how would your legs
Do
be
you know what I
working?
thought of, actually, in that... Do you remember when we watched Signs? And showed flashbacks of his wife up against the tree, and it was the only thing holding her together?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what you would have been like.
I know. But I guess she didn't actually get... I know. It's like her middle of her body took the full brunt of this impact.
I know. Must be those Asian chicks.
Yeah.
Built different.
And then, like, your big man comes over, hits the other guy with a pipe, and it's like, you didn't even need to hit him with a pipe, you could just fucking push them.
I know. Oh, why, yeah. You just want a cool action scene.
No, but see hitting him with a pipe, the guy could have just turned around.
I know. Grab the pipe.
Stupid. And then
Drag him down.
then he hits the car, which then prompts the big man, McClane, to hang on, falls, boom, then phones the hacker. Chinese chick, she got an SUV rammed up her ass.
He ain't
John.
happy. I know.
John.
I know.
And then the guy's like, you want to make it personal? I'm gonna go for Gennaro. And then, yeah, and then it's like, McClane's like, oh shit, I've got a daughter.
Oh, why?
Where's Holly in this one? Where do you think his wife is? Well, his
Does
actor.
Holly ever show up again?
No, I don't think she's in it ever again.
The actor must have just not been able to do the movies anymore.
It's fair enough. To be honest, you don't really need his wife, do you?
No.
It's the fucking McClane, especially if they're divorced.
Yeah.
Like, divorced people see them. See, if two people get divorced and they don't have any kids, what's the fucking need them ever seeing? They
wouldn't.
I know.
No, I didn't.
Unless they live in the same town or something.
Yeah, exactly.
They see each other, but where's the finale of this movie? I'm trying to think. Basically, he hijacks the truck, he's chasing them down. Justin.
Now, the only maybe wee pinnickety thing I have, do you remember when...
Fighter jet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but like, do you remember the truck gets hit, it gets impacted in some sort of way, and it like curves, and he's able to bring it back on, make it stable again?
No, that can happen. That's happened loads of times in real
I know,
life,
but
though.
it's stupid.
No, I think it's
The
stupid.
weight of that would have fucking dragged the thing down. He wouldn't have been able. It was literally on the tip of the way. You wouldn't have been able to
No,
get
but
back.
have you not seen that in real life, though? That happens loads of times on bridges with
maybe
trucks.
with a bit of wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is... But the explosion, the bang, is like generating a force, which is wind, and it's hitting it. You know what I mean? It's the same sort of deal.
Whatever you say, boo.
But I think the more hang it is when it's stuck at this much of an angle on the freeway, and then it just goes...
Yeah.
It should go out. Well, it should go that way, but...
That's what I'm talking about.
No, you're talking about when it was tipped. I'm talking about when it was sitting at that angle. Like, it was actually on
right.
the
Yeah,
ground.
that's silly, yeah.
But if he jumps onto the fighter jet wing, and then he jumps down the highway and it blows up, and he escapes. And then we get the finale. And what happens at the finale, dear? He shoots himself.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, through his body, that's right. I was like, no. Sacrifices his wee shoulder.
I can't really recall anything. It was smart though, because he actually shot him through the heart by shooting himself through the shoulder.
Oh, yes.
Fuck, I'd be sore.
He obviously would know where to shoot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was never
Least
going to shoot it
amount of
through his own
damage.
heart.
No, you know what I mean? Like, not on a bone, all that sort of
Yeah.
shit, like...
Right there would be pretty.
Yeah,
'Cause that's just flab.
yeah. Couldn't guarantee that, because
You can still hit something, like.
he couldn't guarantee it would have went right through, so it was a risky move. You know what I mean?
I know.
But yeah, it was a good movie. What would you rate it out of 10?
What would I rate it out of 10? I think I'd just give it a solid 7.
I'd give it a 7.5.
It's good, but it's not exactly
Great.
the third one. I think the third one is a legit
Third
10.
one was amazing. Samuel L. Jackson made that. I just loved their relationship in that one. But
Like,
we
you're
will talk
fucking
about
racist.
that more in detail.
Won't we? But I
We
tell them, were you
will.
giving this a 7?
7.5.
7.5?
Yeah, so 7 and...
7.25.
Oh,
That's what the average is out at.
I like it.
I like it. But until next time, live free or die hard, bitches.